I was born into a family that is impacted by suicide and by mental health on a daily basis. At the age of 2, I lost my grandfather to suicide, so I never got to actually know him and to understand what kind of person he was, what made him funny in our family, also the joys that he brought our family despite his own battle. Then at the age of 10, I lost my favourite uncle to suicide. And that really started to shape who I was, and it really made me understand how death can impact a family, but also how it can impact a child. It wasn't something that we sort of spoke about because I was 10, but I had questions and I didn't necessarily get the answers that I was hoping for or that I needed. So I started talking about it with other people at a young age, and then as I grew up, it was certainly something that I started researching, and you know, Google can be a fantastic thing, but it can also be something that sometimes you find out information that it can be scary or you don't know about and you don't understand. So it's really important, I guess, to have that safe environment that we can talk about suicide.
I am a suicide survivor, and I also have lost many mates and many family members to suicide, and that is the reason why I share. I've been given a second chance to share my story, I believe, and with the particular aim of hoping that other families don't have to go through what I put my family through.
For me, it was about the difference when I finally decided to talk to someone. It was my best friend. I still remember the very moment to this day, and I was at a low, like a really bad low, and I finally opened up. In that minute of opening up, just like the change it was phenomenal. Like, and the immediate support that I got, like straight away, the immediate conversations that happened, how immediately my mum, who I assume was informed about, you know, by my friend. So my friend would have told her mum because she was a 15-year-old girl and didn't know what to do when this boy suddenly opened up to her about all these things. And my mum had conversation with me and conversations were started. And if I can get across to those kids who feel like they can't talk to anyone, and that, you know, talking to someone nothing bad really will come of it. Like only good things can come from that, and doesn't have to be your mum or dad, because sometimes what do mum and dad know, or you know, they're the problem, or they're never there, you know. But if you can talk to your best friend, and even if I can share my lived experiences with people who aren't like struggling, and maybe help them realize that their friends may be struggling, and that if their friends talk to them, that's okay. Like, that's okay, you know, and helping them understand maybe what to say back or what not to say back, in terms of sometimes you don't need to tell them what to feel. Sometimes you don't need to inform them, or like say, you don't even need to say it's gonna be okay. You just need to sit there and you need to listen to them and be like, thanks for telling me. I'm always here. You can tell me anything. Being that person is invaluable to a person who is struggling.
For me, it's a healing thing, but to other people, they can reach out, and in particular, I hear people say, gee, I got a dad like you that's had a similar experience, and the old bugger won't do anything about it. And so it's important that my story is shared with other people, and they maybe can pick up something that in their lives or in their partner's lives or a friend's life, they've seen a change in their behaviour, in their manner, and that's why I tell my story about warts and all, what really happened and how it happened.